This morning, I want to share a picture with you. This is an artistic rendition of the Hebrew word hesed. Now, for many years, I made this image a part of every wedding service that I was blessed to officiate at. In those moments, I would usually offer a brief wedding sermon where we dove deep into this word. It was something that began with my nephew's wedding and evolved and grew and eventually rooted into something incredibly important for me to offer and to share in those moments. Today, I want to step into this rabbit hole with you, but before I do that, this is Asbury Online and I am Pastor Scott Masters. Asbury is one of the oldest United Methodist communities in the United States, and today we not only serve the most beautiful corner of our state of New Hampshire, but also we are building an internet community that continues to grow and reach with each passing week. I am thankful that however you join us, I'm thankful that you are here and hope that you subscribe to our site and allow us to continue to be a part of your day-to-day journey with faith. As I hinted at, there was a season in my preaching where I was committed to using the wedding service to dive into this ancient Hebrew word. During every wedding service, there comes a time when the pastor is afforded a few minutes to take center stage. And in that moment, tradition says that I can talk about how love and faith can combine to create the perfect marriage. Somewhere along with that discussion, I'm supposed to offer this tidbit of wisdom for this freshly minted marital unit before me in hopes that they take it and bank it for their journey. Now, as of this year, my wife and I have been married for 26 years, and you would think that after 2.5 decades, I would have some deep and profound wisdom to offer in these moments. But that said, nothing can be further from the truth. I'm still trying to figure it out myself, and in the way of a confession, even after 26 years, there are still times in my marriage when I shake my head in confusion and when I screw up with gusto. And I know that's hard to believe. So as far as sage advice born out of practical experience, there may be better resources. But in those moments, I'm confident there was at least one thing that 26 years of marriage could provide. And I took those moments to offer what I did know and what I did learn along the way. I held it up as a reminder of sorts. That reminder took the form of that small frame picture and that Hebrew word. Now, hesed is a strange word. It is found close to 300 times in the Bible, yet it is almost impossible to fully define. When translators hit upon this word, they usually plug in words like mercy, steadfast love, compassion, God's love, and even grace. But sadly, all of these definitions fall short. It is impossible to capture what it means in the fullest sense. In my most basic study, the closest that I can come to for a clean and concise definition would be to explain hesed as radical, transformative, life-changing, and life-saving love in action. Hesed is the love that people of faith are called to strive towards and embrace. Now, romantic love, by contrast, is roses, a candlelit restaurant, walks in the moonlight. Romantic love is the passion of first kisses, the leaps that the stomach makes when you hold your lover's hand, or that overwhelming sweetness of two people who believe that the sun rises and sets upon them. Romantic love is goosebumps, and that which causes the hair on your arms or on the back of your neck to stand straight up. But Hesed is something different. Hesed is what happens when romantic love takes its makeup off. Hesed is what arrives when that passion is exchanged for bad days at work or flat tires, cold and flu season, or those inevitable fights over silly things. Hesed is what remains when passion is surrendered to diapers or mortgage payments, broken bones or hospitals. Hesed is the love that doesn't show up when you're freshly shaven or in a tuxedo. So what is Hesed? Hesed is a tired husband who goes the extra mile just to get a smile from his wife. Hesed is the wife who stands by her husband's side even if she cannot convince him that he's wrong, while she's silently praying that he would just keep his mouth shut. Hesed is the father who drives through the night to bail his drug-addicted son out of jail. Hesed is what drives a father to go out in the night to fix a flat on his curfew-breaking daughter's car. Hesed is the mother who stays up all night, sitting by her sick child, quietly rubbing their back. Hesed is the wife whose dreams have always taken back seat to those of her husband or her children. Hesed is the husband who sells his soul to his employer so that his wife and children will always be taken care of and secure. Hesed is that love that is there moment after moment, day after day, decade after decade, and Hesed is what moves mountains. Now, if the success of my marriage rested on my ability to stoke the excitement and the giddiness of my wedding day through all the bumps and bruises of real life, I would be in such serious trouble. I would have been in trouble of just a few days in. But it's Hesed that reaches for my wife's hand when life gets scary. In those moments when life sucker punched us hard, and instead of running away, we ran towards each other. And that is Hesed. Hesed is the love that takes center stage on our crabby, grumpy, runny-nosed days. Hesed is the commitment that says we are taking the shaky and wonderful trip together. And in those moments, it was always my hope that the young couple would take that little framed picture and ensure that it found a place in their home. Then when they were going through the everyday, regular aspects of life, hopefully it would serve them as a reminder of exactly what they had promised each other on that wedding day. At the same time, I would ask that they put it somewhere where people can see it when they entered their homes. Because when others would see it, they would certainly ask what it meant. And then the couple could try to tell them about Hesed, to explain what was unexplainable. Now, as people of faith, we believe that Hesed is the rarest of gifts in the world. But it also stands as a reminder of what we believe to be the ultimate expression of who our God is. We worship, we chase after, we hold tight to a God who is Hesed, a God whose entire personality is that of showing up in love in all moments to us, in the beautiful and the perfect, as well as in the scary and dark. God as Hesed is that love we will chase after for our entire lives and devote everything we are to achieve, acquire, and hold on to. And the best part, it is that love that is right here for you to take. Hesed is a free gift, and it changes everything. I pray that you will remember that. I thank you for stepping into this moment. We appreciate you offering this small chunk of your day. And we encourage that you continue to reach out via comments or via emails directly to me. And we love to hear any additional thoughts for additional topics for this moment. But ultimately, we pray that you are safe, that you know that you are loved, and you have a blessed day. God bless.